Hey guys, Aaron here again. I just wanted to start a new playlist for you guys, and this first video in the playlist is going to be an overview of this project, which is installing 987 seats in a 986. And not only that, but the seats are heated. Now my base Boxster from 98 did not come with the heated seat option, so it has no switches, no fuses, no anything for heated seats. Now while I was trying to figure out what some of the wiring under those seats are in a previous video, a guy named Herb left a comment letting me know that he has actually done this before, and he had even meant to get around to doing a write-up on this, but he just never got around to it. So he's been kind enough to work with me to try to get me to figure this thing out, so I can make a video on it, put it out there to help those of you guys out there who want to do this as well. So obviously I've never done anything like this before, and right now I would be completely lost without Herb's help. So these are not the stock 986 seats. These are from a 987 Cayman, a 2004 S model to be specific, but they are direct bolt-ins to the 986. You can see that they are a little higher than the stock ones, but it still doesn't interfere there. They do fit. Down here, you can see that they have a manual height adjustment, but the electronic two-way adjusting for the back of it, and that part works. So wiring that up, I will show you in this project as well. But this is the before on my center console. You can see I have the window buttons up here, but there are blanks in here. So thanks to ECS Tuning, I ordered some of the stock original buttons. So these are new, and these are what is going to go in those blank spaces so that I can keep the OEM look. I started assembling all of the parts that I'm going to need, and I'll put links to all of this stuff in the description below and also in the videos yet to come. But one of the keys of the project is ordering these generic 12-volt relays, and with Herb's help and a diagram that he sent me, I'm going to wire these things up so they act like the stock relay that these should have. But that relay from Porsche is super expensive, so we're going to do it on a budget. So once I get this project completed, I will have a list eventually in the description of all of the parts I used. If you check it out right now, if there are no more videos in this playlist, I haven't actually done the project yet. It might be incomplete, but it will be updated. So I just got back from Walmart and I bought this cheapest 12-volt battery that I could find. And on Herb's recommendation, I bought this testing kit. Now, I have always wanted something like this so I could do some testing, and this project was a perfect reason to buy it. And I'll probably be doing a separate tool of the week video just on this to give you some overviews and show you how that thing works, but I'm going to be using it in conjunction with that battery to wire these up to my switch and test it. So what if you don't have 987 seats, you might ask? Well, you could use your stock Boxster seats and rip them apart and put in a heating kit that they sell everywhere. And that would be a lot cheaper for you probably, just a lot more work. But nothing wrong going that way if you want. One of the exciting things that Herb told me is that the heating element in these are really good, like down the sides of the bolsters, all the way down the seats. Like everywhere on here, instead of the kit you would normally get, just kind of covers the middle and up here. So it is getting cold here in North Carolina. We have a winter freeze warning tonight. So I cannot wait to have these in here. So there'll be 4 of these relays on each side. So I'm gonna get a box, hopefully about the size of this one, a project box that will live underneath this seat here. And the wiring will go to the switches right here in the center console. And the power switch will run under here to that fuse box that is down there. And we'll have a 30 amp fuse in there. Also purchased this box of different colored 18 gauge wires so that I can color code this stuff. So throughout the week, as I have time, I will be working on this project. Like I said, I'm going to try to make a video first on wiring up those relays, show you how to do that and show you what they do. I'll have another video on getting power from the fuse box, a third video probably on making all of the electrical connections underneath the seat. Oh yeah, and importantly, a video on these switches here, because the way that Herb figured out how to do it, these switches are normally, you can toggle it on this side or on this side, because there are 2 temperature settings on the stock setup. One is a medium heat and one is a high heat. But as you'll see in that video, that won't be supported. There will only be one toggle on and off and you're gonna get high heat because, as you'll see later, there's a circuit board under this thing, and he wasn't able to figure out exactly why, but if you turn on one of those, it was frying the relays. So in order to prevent that, I'm actually going to disable it from moving in one direction and only allow it to toggle in the opposite direction. So if you are as excited to hear about heated seats in the Boxster 986 as I am, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click on that little bell notification thingy, and anytime I post a video on this playlist, you will be notified. Of course, like the video. And I'm gonna go get to work on this so you guys can see how it's done. So I will see you soon on the next video.